Hey everybody, it's a special episode, Chainlink Live with Metasaurs. I'm here with Dr. DMT. We've been watching your comments, excited to see what you guys have to ask, and really glad that so many of you came here today. If you're not familiar with Chainlink Live, this is a series I do frequently with a whole bunch of founders and projects, interesting projects that have integrated Chainlink in one way or another. So you can subscribe and catch many more of these. But today, a very special one. I know many of you are here to learn more about Metasaurs and meet Dr. DMT. Doctor, how you doing, man?
Hey, Andy, thank you so much for having us on. I appreciate it. I'm having a great 10 days. It's been overwhelming, the response from this community, and the Metasaurs are amazing.
Yeah, well, I want to learn about all of this. I knew about Metasaurs before we started talking about doing this event and the Chainlink integration. So when this came through, I was actually really hyped and excited. And they kept asking, like, can we do something on Sunday? Yes, absolutely. Let's go. Let's do this right away. So I'm excited. First, I see that the audience here, hey, you guys, we can see your comments and questions. So if you have them, bring them on. We can't answer everything. We have a limited time today, but we will get to a lot. And there will be plenty of other opportunities to talk as a community as well. Doctor, why don't you start and tell us about, give us the high level for people who are unfamiliar. What are Metasaurs? Tell us about this particular project.
So Metasaurs are a creation of Dr. DMT. Dr. DMT is an authentic Bored Ape yacht club ape. And he basically got tired of being bored, and he decided to do a genetic experiment in his lab and mix his DNA, his MetaDNA, with that of a T-Rex, and that created the Metasaurs. So now we have 9,999 Metasaurs, which will be available to mint in pre-sale on October 13th and public sale on October 14th at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And it's been a phenomenon. It's been one of the fastest growing NFT launches in history. We have just under 200,000 members in our Discord group now. It's been an amazing experience. It's very humbling. I created this project because I love dinosaurs. I grew up watching Land Before Time, Jurassic Park. You know, as kids, we have this imagination, and there's these creatures that we can't quite, touch or feel because they've been gone for 65 million years. I thought to myself, why don't we create another popular dinosaur franchise and mix it with the blockchain? That seems interesting. Let's try this.
Well, Bored Apes, I mean, such an amazing community and a phenomenon over the past, I don't know, it hasn't been a year, but over the past months, really some interesting and experimental new things with the community. The Mutant Ape Serum, just a fantastic, really interesting use of NFTs to engage with community and engage with this new type of art. So taking that another step further and adding dinosaurs to the mix while paying homage back to Bored Apes and now Mutant Apes, of course. Dr. DMT is such a cool Bored Ape as well. So I think it's really neat all around. Can you tell us a little bit about the rarities for the Metasaurs? What's kind of the art? What are the attributes? Just tell us a little bit about all this.
So the attributes, we have different faces. We have different types of shirts. We have about 300 traits. We have more traits than most projects do. And it's been an interesting balance because, in having so many traits, you don't necessarily want every NFT to be rare in and of itself, purely because it's just rare to have one of 300 traits. Mm-hmm. So we've really done our best to create, I would say, a pretty good looking average Metasaur, but there are definitely some super rare, super epic Metasaurs that are going to be within this collection that are going to be, I think, things people will want to put on their walls and walk around the metaverse with, perhaps.
So there's a bunch of sample ones that are on the webpage that look like a couple of these have to be super rare because they are already so epic. Are there some things that you haven't seen that are totally unrevealed that'll be surprises on launch day?
Yeah, there's a couple of Easter eggs in there, I would say, that may or may not give some indications of future collections that we've already begun working on.
I'm just looking through the comments here. I'm trying to find all the rars. I see your comments, but everyone's raring. And oh no, I've started showing rars, and now people are just raring. Okay, I did this to myself.
Rar.
This is fantastic. One of the real stories that people in the chat have noted as well, but the past week has been the insane growth in the Discord. The community is really excited about this launch. What's been two things, like how does it feel to have so many people just come pour into this project that you invented out of your brain? And what's the reason? Why are people coming to this and flocking to this?
It was a really crazy experience. The first day we launched our Discord, I went to sleep at about 2 a.m. with 150 people in our Discord. I woke up about 5 hours later. There were 2,000 people in the Discord. I took a shower. I came back to my computer. There were 3,000 people in the Discord. By the end of that first day, there were 60,000 people in our Discord. It was crazy. And I think the thing is, we caught lightning in a bottle. I don't think that anybody has really used their apes, their Bored Apes, to the extent that we have with Dr. DMT. Dr. DMT is the first extension storyline of the Bored Apes that I think that has really had the quality of art, the quality of storyline and lore that captured the imaginations of NFT collectors around the world. And I think we have a lot of first-time NFT collectors also who Dr. DMT and the Metasaurs really brought into the NFT world. And what I love about our community is I really set out to combine existing collectors who are more legendary collectors, let's say, who own, 40, 50 ETH floor Bored Ape, who, they have diamond hands. They're long-term holders. They know what the NFT community is about, and they're going to be here with us through our growth. And so I think bringing those old collectors together with new collectors is what the experiment is all about. How can we push the boundaries? How can we innovate? How can we create a new story that never ends together?
That's awesome. Community seems to be rallying around, and as you posted in the Discord earlier today, there was a chance for some questions to be dropped, and so I went through the Discord and I pulled out a few of those AMA questions as well. I wanted to highlight a couple of those to make sure to talk to the community as well and bring them in. Speaking of the Bored Apes, Moby Dick in the Metasaurs with the Metasaurs, what is it? A role in Discord, the Metasaurs role. Will there be any? What was that?
That's right. Go on.
Yeah. Will there be any plans to do any IP or copyright or work on businesses like Bored Apes, or more generally, like what are sort of the next steps with Metasaurs? We've got this NFT drop coming that everybody's hyped for. What are kind of a couple of the things you have in mind going forward?
So it's been amazing, the talent that we've discovered within this Metasaurs community. We've had a handful of contests, from drawing contests to comic book contests to emoji contests. And some of these submissions are really top notch. We've actually been able to hire 2 additional artists to add to our team from within the community within the first 4 days. And they are already developing our next collection. So yes, Dr. DMT is the creator of I call it the Metasaurs franchise, but Dr. DMT is the cornerstone of that franchise. And we have many more collections slated to share with our community. And we're so excited that you are all so passionate about what we came up with over here. And we're not going to let you down. We're going to continue to innovate, push the envelope, and create new art and new ideas that get you excited.
Jack asks, when Metasaurs merch?
Merch soon.
Merch soon. All right, that's a good question, Jack. I want some too. The art is just so cool. The look and feel of it. It's it's modern. It fits the NFT PFP sort of style, especially the Bored Apes. But it just has so much cool, fun elements as well. Here's another question: Is there a particular I don't know how to pronounce this. Aomine from the Discord. Is there a particular procedure for reveal? Like when the mint happens, if somebody mints, are they going to just get in their wallet fully revealed Metasaur, or is there some other, like, is Is it hidden for a while? What's that process?
The reveal will take place a few hours after all 9,999 Metasaurs have been minted. We don't want to spoil the rarity, metadata. We don't want people front running. We're randomizing, the order of all the mints so that people can't guess sequentially. We're really protecting our community the best we can.
Okay, cool. So whitelisters who get them first, they got to wait longer. Public sale people who get them wait less, but still it's a wait so that everybody gets them at the same time.
Well, spoiler alert, you might get a cool animated GIF of Dr. DMT in the lab crafting some Metasaurs. So the reveal image is worth waiting with.
I see Jack is hype. We got an answer as well. Dr. TMT with some more reveal info stuff going on. One question I had, you mentioned you hired some artists as well, but somebody else in the chat asked about hiring moderators as well. Is that because the chat's big and active? Is there hiring going on? Is this turning into an organization?
Yes, there is hiring going on for full-time positions. And we also have a large force of part-time volunteer moderators who are always looking to add to the team. So if you're interested, I'll set up a channel within the Discord called Interviews. Please come in, and if you could just drop us basically what you want to do, what your time availability is, and an email address or something like that, that'd be wonderful. And we will get back to you, and we will figure out a way to get you involved even deeper with the community.
Awesome. Another question that is coming up a lot is about gas. And, one of the deals with minting NFTs is gas can get pretty expensive. Are there systems in place to mitigate gas? My understanding is that that's what the whitelist fundamentally is it spreads minting out across a wider time frame to reduce the impact on gas. Is that the fundamental mechanic?
Yeah, that is our fundamental mechanic. That's our goal. That's why we're opening the whitelist at 12 a.m. on the 13th, and it goes all day until 11:59 p.m. That evening, so that people can mint at their leisure. They're not stuck in a world where, oh, I have to do it now. The gas is going to cost 3 times more than the actual mint price itself. We don't want that for our community. So please only mint when you feel comfortable with the gas price. With that being said, the public sale, it's probably going to be a little more contentious in terms of gas wars. We're trying to come up with a system that prevents people who are like too late, who would have like not gotten the mint, like the first, available mints, to try to mint, so that people who won't even get it anyway aren't creating transactions. So we're finalizing this system, and hopefully we don't get blowback for it like other raffle type systems have recently. But we really want to protect our community as much as possible.
It's good to hear you're thinking about it and doing what you can, at least. I appreciate that. See a lot of great comments in here asking about the truck as well. Of course, this is where Chainlink comes in, using Chainlink VRF to select a winner for a pretty significant prize. Could you tell us a little bit about this prize? Like, when is it happening? What is the prize? How's Chainlink being used in this case?
So the prize is a 2021 Ford Raptor truck, and it has custom Metasaurs graphics on it. It's going to be awesome. And we've integrated with Chainlink VRF to provide on-chain verification of the legitimacy of the randomness that we're doing for the raffle. So you will know with 100% certainty, verifiably, that Chainlink has proven that this is pure randomness.
Yeah, so Chainlink VRF works for those of you in the chat. You can't get the number out of Chainlink VRF unless it's proven to be secure. It only delivers the number if it was encrypted and secure and not tampered with beforehand. There's a lot more information about that down in the description. If you're a developer who needs random numbers on chain in a smart contract, it is a provably random. A provably secure source of randomness and transparent as well. So really happy to hear that you're doing that. What is the prize value is?
It's about $65,000 MSRP.
That's pretty significant. That's a pretty good prize. I like the custom art on there as well. I was checking out the graphic too for the blog post and everything like that. It looks really sick. Is there any anything about U.S. citizens? Like, is this a U.S. citizens only giveaway?
It is not, but it is basically if you're one of the 9,999 Metasaurs minters, or I should say holders, on the 17th at 5 p.m. when we do the snapshot of wallets, you will be automatically entered into the raffle, the giveaway.
Mm-hmm.
But U.S. citizens are also able to enter through a form that we have provided on the website and also on our blog post.
And so it sounds like this is a single prize. So there's a bunch of questions about if you're a non-U.S. resident and you do win the prize, you are selected. The Metasaurs team will work it out with that person. Is what
Absolutely. We will ship it to you. We will cover the shipping. You must pay your own import taxes.
Okay, that's the deal. There were a bunch of questions about that. Yeah, that truck be getting shipped 100%. Says GMA. Man, I like that people already have this Metasaur art going on as their profile pics. That's a lot of fun. Koji asks, can you get your own Metasaurs graphic on the Raptor?
Yes, you absolutely can, and that's exactly what we intended to have happen.
That's pretty sick. That's a one of one, right there. I like that.
Looks rare.
That looks rare. Good morning. All right, let me see what other questions I have. This is a ton of fun as well. Okay, there are also a couple other questions about this, and Virtual Soundball asked this in the Discord. Okay, so they checked the website, and the roadmap says each Metasaur comes with the privilege of first access to future genetic combinations and species of Metasaurs, and access to the lab where you can hang out forever with our family of Metasaurs. So then Virtual Soundball follows up. So is there anything else? Does this mean there will be more Metasaurs launched in the future? Other people asked in the chat as well, what are some of the other roadmap plans? Can you expand a little bit more on that?
I don't want to talk too much about the future and give away too many of our surprises from the lab. I got to maintain a little mystery, especially since I'm going to be revealing myself at the end of this. I can't give you all my surprises in one AMA, but I can say, and I did say earlier in this AMA, we are already working on future collections, and we think they're very complementary. We don't see them as at all dilutive, and I think that you are all going to be very excited about the art that we're producing. And for the same reason, I think a lot of people are excited about this OG collection of Metasaurs, as I would call it. You got to buy it for the art. It's about the art, and the art created an amazing community. And the community is full of passion and amazingly talented people. And we together can begin to make certain collective decisions for the future, sort of like a choose your own adventure story. And we can all create the outcome of what the Metasaurs and Dr. DMT may create.
For so many of these NFT projects that are coming out in the past few months, the imagination is the limit. Like, people are just coming up with really interesting ways. I don't want to call too many projects out by name, but some of the Bored Apes derivatives or next steps have been quite creative and doing things with narrative and story. Many other gaming applications are integrating their NFTs into games in various ways as well. So there's a ton to do. And from what I've noticed, this is just from my perspective, is the limit for a lot of these teams is just time. There's only so much time in the day, and there's only so much output you can do. So hopefully there's a lot more coming as well as those things get developed.
Well, let me say this then. This entire project went from concept about 45 days ago, maybe 42 days ago, to what it is today. Dr. DMT BAYC number 4588 was the first NFT I ever bought. And
really?
Yeah. I mean, I've been involved in the crypto space since 2013, but NFTs, I bought my first NFT on September 26th, I think it was, maybe 28th. Mm-hmm. So I just want to put that out there. If we can achieve what we've done with Metasaurs and Dr. DMT in 43 days, that should give you an idea of what's to come.
It speaks to the use case of what's the killer use case for NFTs. It is building a community. People get passionate about art. People get passionate about what you can build, that composable utility that you can build with it. And communities come together and people pile in and make pretty amazing things happen. sorry. Okay, so here's editorial is like, I was trying for a long time to figure out like what is it about NFTs, like what is it about all this art? Some of it looks cool, but it's not for me. When you start joining communities, whether or not you own, but start joining those communities, you really start to see what's going on. It's like, oh, there's a passionate community around something, whatever that happens to be, and there's tons of different things happening. So it's been amazing to see that as part of the Metasaurs community too.
Yeah,
got some more RARs in here. Dr. DMT, is there anything else about Metasaurs, the mint, the launch, the prizes, anything that you wanted to cover that we didn't get to?
I just want to generally say, I think that it's important going forward for founders of NFT projects to be somewhat less anonymous. I think there have been certain, bad actors that have emerged in the past weeks. Like, I don't want to mention specific projects. I think we all know what I'm referring to. People running off with funds, rug pulls. I just want to put this out here. This is not an anonymous project. This is a project of accountability. And that's why I'm choosing to reveal my true identity, because this is not a one-time thing. This is just the beginning of a larger franchise. So with that being said, I will reveal myself. Hey, everybody. I'm Merlin Kaufman. I'm a serial entrepreneur, and I'm the founder of an app called Soothe. It's like Uber of massage therapy. Let me show you guys my Metasaurs Dr. DMT t-shirt I have on over here. This is not the official merch. This is just for the AMA, because I wanted to give you guys a proof of authenticity. And also, by the way, is further proof of authenticity of my identity. We've partnered with Civic Token, and they are going to do a tweet in about 30 minutes from now confirming my actual identity, verified by my identification and their knowledge of me as who I say I am on different social profiles. You can actually follow me on Twitter at MerlinK, MERLINK, and you'll see in the header of my Twitter profile, I've had Bored Ape Yacht Club Ape 4588 since I got him, like whatever it was, August 26, 28. So with that being said, you'll also see earlier posts saying something like, I'm revealing Metasaurs to the NFT collector universe. And further proof that I am who I say I am. I'm not going anywhere, and I'm excited to build this community together with you. And thank you so much. I'm truly humbled by all of you, by the passion, the interaction, the engagement you all have in the Discord. It's been beyond belief. And I've got to say, I've created many businesses, many successful businesses, but Metasaurs and Dr. DMT are the best ventures I've ever created in my life. I'm so passionate about this. It's a lot of work, but it's not a job. It's what I love to do. So thank you guys all for giving me this opportunity. Thank you for supporting Metasaurs and Dr. DMT as a community. And I look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Good night.
Bye, Merlin. Bye, Dr. DMT. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you,
Peace,
Andy.
Man. Dude, my pleasure. Oh, how lucky am I? I got to hang out and talk and do that. Dude, you guys, this is the greatest job. I just talk to amazing projects and get to do stuff like this. Don't usually do them on Sundays, but this is a special occasion for all of you. Make sure you like and subscribe, because we do these and some of them have some really good, great information and alpha about the projects and about the space. Really good insights. You'll meet projects you didn't know about, and you'll learn something new about that have integrated Chainlink in one way or another. Join the Chainlink communities as well as the Metasaurs community if you're not already in any of those. You can follow me on Twitter at Andy Boyan, and I'm going to drop Merlin's Twitter here as well. It is Merlin K, like Merlink, MER link on Twitter. You can find him. He's got the profile pic up there. Thank you all for coming on a weekend. A ton of fun. I'm really excited for this launch. I've been following this community, and I will continue to do so. So I will see you guys all in the Discord chat as well. Yeah, we'll see you guys next time on Chainlink Live.